Hey guys, we are about to go for our next episode of Skoden Talks with the Homies. Gonna wait for our guests, wait for a few more people to get in here. So get comfortable, get you some water. Gonna wait for our honored guest of the evening. Hi guys, so good to see you guys. Hello. I try to wave during it, so if I miss you, I'm gonna wave. Just kidding. All right, I believe he is here. Invite. Hello, Mr. Cypress. How are you? All right, here is our guest of honor. Welcome.
Hello,
I can hear you.
welcome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
Are we lagging? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do our little plug and then we'll get started. So welcome everyone. This is Skoden Talks with the Homies. I am your host, Sage Chanel. Skoden Talks is brought to you by IP3, Indigenous Peoples Power Project. IP3 is an organization that provides nonviolent direction action training, campaign strategy, and community organizing tools to support Indigenous communities taking action in defense of their homelands. IP3 is currently taking community training requests and will be offering our annual Action Camp training for Indigenous organizers and activists later this year. For more information, contact info@ip3action.org. All right, welcome everyone. Glad to see so many people online. Our special guest today is Christian Wassana, Oklahoma's own. Would you like to give us a little introduction and a background?
Hello, my name is Christian Wassana, and I am from the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma. I graduated from the University of Oklahoma with my business degree, and I am currently doing a lot of film work. So that's where I'm at right now. So yeah.
He is also the self-creator of I Am, I Can, I Will. Would you like to explain to the folks what that is?
Yeah. I left that out, and that's one of my main my main deals. Yeah, so I created a motivational movement in a clothing line. It was about a year and a half ago. That I had these words that always played in my head. I am, I can, I will. I am strong. I am brave. I can do anything I put my mind to, and I will be successful no matter what. I always kept telling myself those things, and it came together as I am, I can, I will. And my logo, this is my logo on my hat, is the feather and the hand and the feather. It was like just kind of something that came to me that was like a representation of we're still here. We're still because there's a lot of people, believe it or not, who in this world, they don't know that we even still exist, and it's absolutely crazy, but it's true. And so just kind of a positive spin to our culture and our way, and kind of to the outside world who don't know, because a lot of times they look at us as alcoholics or as drunks, or in not such a good way. So it was just something that I wanted to, with the powerful positive message, put that with.
Awesome. So with this movement, so you get to go around and talk to schools and colleges. What was one of like your favorite places you got to go during all of this?
I've since I've released my movement, I've got to go to over 20 public school systems, different reservations, and I don't want to pinpoint one out because it's all beautiful. Being able to talk with the students and to the students, and going to these different reservations, because growing up, in a public school system, it's something that I wish that I had. It's something that I wish I could go up there and hear somebody sing or talk about anxiety and things that affect me in the school system, being Native. And that's what I talk about. That's what I go in there and I talk about my message of I am, I can, I will, because it all comes together of being Native, of battling these different things, of especially because I played basketball, and it wasn't just in the school, it was on the basketball court as well. So going to these schools and these places, and just not even just talking, but just hearing different perspectives of Native youth, of not just Native youth, but minority and all youth in general, of their experiences of going through mental health issues, going through different things, because we all have different stories. One person's story may be worse than someone else's. Somebody's anxiety, depression may be worse than somebody else's, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter, because it's not as tragic, or it's not as cruel as somebody else's. It's all emotions, and it's all feelings where people are feeling down, hurt, discouraged, and I just don't think that it's talked about enough. So when I go to these places, that's that's kind of where the blessings and the feelings come in, is connecting with these youth and these students and faculty of these things. So every place I go, to answer your question, every place I go is awesome.
Has its own special place in your heart?
Yes, exactly.
What do you find most meaningful out of this project of yours?
Just being able to represent my people, whether it's in anything I do, that's what it's always been about. It's always been about finding a way to positively impact Native American people, whether it be film, basketball, whatever it is. That's the goal, and that's the mission, and it's happening, not just with me, but there's so many Native activists and people out there right now who are putting a positive image with Native American people, with in all aspects of life, our culture, our gender, our, how we choose to live our life. We're coming out and we're making a stand of who we are and showing everybody how beautiful it is how beautiful we are, you know. So that's the goal, and that's the beauty of it, you know.
Yes. So, as an actor, can you share where we maybe can watch you or can currently working on or have worked on?
So there's a lot of things that are currently in the works. A lot of previous my acting career is just beginning. As I just started getting to the acting scene about 2 years ago. I just had recently graduated college. I just graduated college, and after graduation, that was going to be my full force of going into it. And going into it, my acting career. I'm currently in Montana working on the set of Yellowstone. Um, but there's a lot of things that are I just got asked, this is just between us and the people on here, to work on Kevin Costner's new movie that he's coming out with. It's called Horizon, which I'm excited for that. So there's a lot of things that are currently it's right now, it's new, it's fresh, and I am in the process of obtaining that. So it's awesome.
Awesome. I'm so excited. So, what made you want to pursue acting?
Growing up, I've always modeled, and I've always done small projects, you know, with different various tribes, for small roles, small things, but it's never been considered in, I've never went to that next level. I've never went to that next stage of acting. And that's kind of what I was ready for. You know, I was ready to make that step or that stride to a bigger setting. Just because, you know, I believe that the stories of film are beautiful, you know, bringing out stories and light and people's way of life. It's so beautiful to me, you know, and film is that way of life. To do that is what I love. You know, I love doing that. So you know, I've always played basketball. I played 3 years of college basketball throughout my high school and younger junior careers, and I just really never had time to pursue it. So now I feel like is the perfect time, and I'm tackling it full force. So it's exciting.
Are you getting to meet new Native Indigenous actors as well on this journey?
Yes. I'm meeting so many people. You know, and that's one of the most beautiful things is I'm, you know, without throughout the Indian country, there's so many talented native actors, native models, native people behind, you know, behind or in front of the screen, that haven't got that chance to showcase who they are and their beauty. And that's one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm able to do that. I'm able to find these native people, these native, young natives, old natives, you know, and bring them and hopefully give them a chance to shine, you know, to shine in that light. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a very, very beautiful thing. And I'm getting to meet so many new native people who are aspiring to do the same thing. So it's awesome.
Who would be your favorite Indigenous actor?
Oh, now you're putting me on a now you're putting me in a spot. Oh, you know, I love everybody. You know, I got my Res Dogs fam, I got my Yellowstone fam, I got my big one. You know, there's the new series Dark Winds, that I believe is what it's called, with Zach. You know, there's so many that I love, and that, you know, it takes all of us. Every single native actor out there is putting a positive image on us and who we are. So I love every single one of them. To answer your question,
Good answer. Good
who,
answer.
who's yours?
Who's your
Who's
favorite
yours?
Indian? Just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so, just to get off subject of all of that, let's just go ahead and get to know you a little bit. So, what would be your favorite summer song currently?
You said my favorite summer song.
Yes, like what is on your playlist that you have to hear like almost every day?
Um, it's right now. It would have to be Pursuit of Happiness.
Ooh, who's that by?
Kid Cudi.
Oh.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm getting to be that old
that's my
auntie, so I'm
jam
like,
right
who? Well,
now.
I love that. What would be one of your favorite native dishes?
I would have to say, as unhealthy as it is, a meat pie.
Um, now a regular one or
Yeah,
one of these fancy ones now?
potatoes, cheese, pecane. It's got to have it all. It's got to have it all. What's yours?
I did recently travel to Denver, and there was a meat pie that was there, but they call them something different up north. I can't remember what they're called now, but down in Oklahoma we call them meat pies. But up north they're called, I can't even remember what they're called. But it was a chicken green chili meat pie with cheese, so it was actually
Really?
freaking delicious. Yeah, like I was like
That
chicken
that
and
that
green
just sounds
chili.
good.
It was actually pretty dang good. Like the green chili just
Yeah,
had just enough spice. It was delicious. Like popovers, yes. Thank you, Big Wind.
yeah. That sounds amazing.
So during your journeys too, also, do you travel coast to coast, or do you try to stay here in Oklahoma, or have you went to Canada with it?
No, so you know what's crazy is I'm actually planning a trip to Canada very soon. I got a lot of people up there that I know, and I'm planning a trip up there soon. So yeah, so I'm right now I'm just busy with work. Like the next till next year I'm pretty busy. So but Canada is on my list to go to, because I have never been there, and it's one of my places that I'm like I'm gonna go there. So
Well, I know you're pretty busy, so we don't want to keep you. But is there anything you'd like to plug or highlight before we go?
I just want to thank you guys for doing this, for doing this show, and taking the time out to think of me, and to everybody who you guys um speak with, or do these things with. I think it's important to bring people on, and let them talk about their life and what they do, and just conversate with each other about you know everything. I think it's so important because we're so into a social media world where sometimes we forget to do these things. We forget to interact with people and talk to them, and have conversations about life, and everything. So it's awesome that you guys are doing this, that you guys are able to are willing to bring these people on here and speak about their lives and their stories, and their the different things that they love. And for the most part, I kind of said that, but that's what one thing that I enjoy, that makes me happy, is hearing about indigenous stories of where they come from, their their background. Why are you the way you are? Why do you believe in this? Why do you do this? Why do you I love hearing those things. I love hearing people's stories of where they come from, and their whether it be success or failure. That's something that I literally enjoy. So I encourage, I always say it's not easy to speak. It's not easy to go up in front of people, or to um to share your story. Sometimes people are kind of shy, or really internal, which is completely okay. But by sharing your story, by sharing who you are, where you come from, you may save somebody else's life. You may make somebody who was contemplating suicide, who was contemplating their beauty, you may help them be like, yo, like I am, look at me. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. And it's and just keep pushing forward in a positive, no matter how hard it is, because it's not easy. I mean, we all know moving forward in a positive way is not easy. You know, we have our struggles, we have our doubts and our hurts, but what we can do is try our best, you know, to move forward with a positive attitude and a positive light.
So where can we follow you and where can we get some new swag from you? Ooh, I think we might have lost him. Come back. Well, he might have got a phone call, but yes, this has been very exciting to know that he's got some cool things coming up in his acting career. So if you can, follow him here on Instagram and on Facebook. So yep, I guess we lost him. But yes, please be sure to follow him. Also, like, share, tell your friends, tell your families all about IP3's Skoden Talks with the Homies. I am your host, Sage Chanel. Thank y'all again for joining us today. We will be having more people. If y'all have anyone that's in your community that you would like us to showcase and talk to, shoot us a message. Let us know, you know, hey, this is this awesome Indigenous person in our community that is helping our people, that is empowering them. We would love to hear from them. We would love to hear from everyone. So with that, we're going to sign off for the day. Thank y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all next time.